All right, Missouri State Media Day. We're here at Plaster Sports Complex. Stud senior receiver Jermaine Saffold is here. Jermaine, how are you, man?
I'm all right.
So we were talking. I'm good, man. We were talking about the off season.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So tell me, you had such a great year as a junior, and we love your story, which we're going to get back into again. But just talk about what you did to stay fresh and try to get better in the off season.
Lifting weights every day. Lifting weights, catching passes with Trevor, getting together with some of the other receivers and just catching balls.
Yeah. I like hearing the workouts that guys do, because even way back when I was trying to do some stuff, it's totally different. Like, what's the craziest thing that's involved in your workout plan? Any wild stuff?
I'd probably say lifting and then coming out there running in like 100-degree weather. That's probably the hardest thing.
That didn't sound very smart, Jermaine, but you got to, right?
Yeah, you got to.
Got to, right.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's doing this, so I mean, we just gotta, since everybody's doing that same thing we're doing, we just gotta put in that much more and work that much harder. I mean, some teams might take off just because it's 100 degrees, but if we want to be the best, we gotta push through it. And I mean, as a team, we all come out here running together. We all just push through it, and if somebody's down, we'll pick them back up and just get everything going.
Right. Obviously, you're so explosive. Is it possible that you got faster or quicker? Is that possible?
Yeah, I believe that I have.
Okay.
Did
you do anything specifically to target that stuff, or was there one thing? What was one thing that you tried to work on skill-wise this summer?
Skill-wise, being more flexible. Coaches talk to me a lot about if I'm more flexible, I can get faster. So our weightlifting coach Frey, he's just like, hey, Jermaine, if you stretch more, you can do this, do that. So I lift, and he'll be on me, and I lift, and then I come out here and jog, and the little speed stuff that we do, it just helps me. And then when I come out here running routes, I just feel more explosive and faster coming in and out my breaks and stuff. So. Yeah.
Now, this season feels completely different. Obviously, it is completely different, but you guys went from high expectations to being picked last. What did you hear whenever you heard that? Or what did you think?
I heard it from one of the teammates, because I really don't look at that stuff or whatever. So I heard it like one of my teammates was like, man, you know we got picked last. So I was like, don't worry about that. Stay out the media, the newspapers or whatever. I was like, but I'd rather be picked last anyway, because we can just rise to the top. I mean, if you're just automatically given to the top, I mean, people expect you to do this and do that. So I mean, I'd rather just show people and get what we deserve.
Yeah, and obviously you're one of the leaders on this team. You're one of the old men on this team. Did any of the younger guys mad, angry? Did they care? What was their response? Because obviously something new to them.
Yeah, they was kind of angry, but I mean, the more people that come together and say, hey, don't worry about it. I mean, we did graduate a lot of people, so that's probably why. But at the same time, each year we never get our respect. We always got to prove people wrong. So. You know, we just tell them don't worry about it, and we'll go out here and work, and we're going to get what we deserve.
Football coaches always like to look for coaching moments or teachable moments, right? You make a mistake, you can learn from that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Did you, as a leader, did you kind of feel that way with those guys? Like, listen.
Not really. I mean, coaches do tell us when we make mistakes on it, and we did make a lot of mistakes last year. They could have helped us out, but
right.
You know, we just learn from them. We watch film, we come in every day, and we just keep learning from our mistakes.
Your story's so cool. I mean, I love it. I love it. No one thought that you were going to be able to put a career together like this. Before we started the interview, I said, man, does it feel crazy to be a senior? You know, have you taken time to look back at everything?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that the other day, and it was just like I had a long run. Like it seemed like just the other day I was sitting at a Division II school, then I was just here as a freshman, and then I was meeting everybody, and now it just feels like I'm at home now. Like I'm happy where I'm at. So.
Right. Now, for people who don't know, Jermaine was D2, transferred here, walk on, and now you're second team All Valley. What has to happen for you to get to first team?
Just keep working or whatever. I feel like that I really haven't earned nothing, so like I'm just trying to get to the top, and for me to get to the top, I just got to keep working. So if I want to be first team, I'm gonna have to do just that much more than what I did last year just to get second team. So I mean, all I gotta do is keep working.
A lot of people are really interested when a quarterback change happens. Cody felt like he was here forever. Now he's gone. You already mentioned Trevor earlier. Everyone's gonna try to compare them. But go ahead and just talk about what Trevor brings to the table.
Cody was good. Don't get me wrong. He brought good contributes to this team. And Trevor, he's just as good or whatever, but he brings just the same thing that Cody did. I mean, both of them can scramble and both of them have an arm. So, I mean, Trevor's gonna help us out a lot this year, and he's a good person too. And I also think he's a good leader, just like Cody. The only difference is they're just the age difference. So, I mean, he's becoming a good leader.
Right. Now, of course, you worked with him on the receiving corps, the receiving line last year. Do you think that helped him out at all to see it from the other side, see it from your side?
Yeah, I think it did because he, like most quarterbacks, they have to come and talk to us, and they like, well, what are you seeing on the field? What is this defender doing to you? And now that he played receiver, I mean, he knows, like, he's not only having to talk to it, he knows what goes on at receiver, and he sees what we see. So he basically had that feeling that we have. Like, he knows how, like, if I'm open and say we don't get the ball, like, he knows how it feels like. So,
yeah.
I mean, he basically knows just the receiver side, and he also knows the quarterback side. So, I mean, he has a good understanding of how a receiver feels.
And because every receiver is open every play, right?
Yeah.
You open every play, now he's got to understand where the ball goes. What about that decision-making, though? He's a young dude. How do you think that he will handle going against most of the other teams in the league are going to be veterans?
I think he'll handle it. He'll handle it real well because, I mean, it's not like he's new. He's new to the game. Like I said, he played receiver last year, so he knows like the ins and outs of the game. So I mean, just him coming in at quarterback, I think he'll be all right.
Right. Can he really throw 75 yards in the air? Does that really happen?
I think he can throw farther.
Farther?
Yeah.
Okay. Like how far?
I give him about 80.
80.
85.
Okay.
He had a good one though.
One thing on YouTube, you know, we like the internet, we like YouTube, we like to talk about that kind of stuff. Who's good at trick plays, Jermaine? Do you guys do any of that? Do you guys follow any of that kind of stuff? You know, there are all kinds of videos popping up on YouTube. Someone's doing that around here, right?
Yeah, trick plays, like, what you mean, like trick plays?
I mean, just kind of crazy stuff, like trying to throw the football in the basketball gym, make baskets, anything like that going on around here?
Well, I do it sometimes.
Okay.
I did it over the winter break. You know, when we just in the gym playing around, just trying to throw the football. I was really supposed to be catching like 100 passes, but sometimes I get off track, and I was just trying to throw it in the basketball game.
Right on. And the last thing I want to ask you about is these monster D1 games. You guys are going to make these crazy road trips. You're going to go to Arkansas.
Yeah.
You're going to go to Oregon. Good? Bad? How do you feel about those things?
Me personally, I think it's good. I mean, we get to play the people that we see on TV all the time. So I mean, like, we don't, Missouri State, Illinois State. This conference, you don't basically see us on TV a lot.
Right.
So us playing them, like, kids, they always sit there and they think like, man, I wonder, are they really like that? Do they really do this? How big this person really is? When you see them go to the next level, and so it's fun that we just get to go to Arkansas, Oregon, play against people that has good chances of making it to the pros, and just saying, oh, well, I played against him when I was this age, or like, you can just always look back. So I also think that it's helping rise this conference, helping be just like, and it's also helping be, how can I put this, build this program, get more people to say, oh, I seen them on TV playing against Oregon or whatever. They wasn't too bad. I mean, win or loss, I mean, they still good. They still have good players. So I think it's going to build the program a lot.
I mean, I know you won't be scared when you go into that spot, but what about these?
I wouldn't say scared, but I think anxious. I think more like, wow, I'm here, I'm under these lights, I'm playing Oregon. I think it's more anxious, and they might have a little butterflies, but once they get on the game field, they'll be ready.
Okay, all right. Jermaine, thanks so much for the time, man. Really appreciate it.